Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about the Citrix prop configuration and the director. So why we need to create a prop configuration for the application and desktop which is published from the Citrix. Some of the application and desktop need to have 100% availability due to the business critical. For that we are going to validate the storefront reachability and the storefront authentication and storefront enumeration, then ICA launches and application launch. So for that, just go to first, if you configured already application or a desktop prop, you can go to trend under prop result. You can see the result here, but right now we did not configure anything for application and desktop. So if you configure a prop configuration for any application and a desktop, you can check all these steps like storefront reachability, storefront authentication, storefront enumeration, ICA file download and application launch. So right now nothing configured. So to configure it, go to configuration. Here you can see first step what we need to do. We need to download the Citrix Probe Agent. We need to install the agent in one of the machine. From there we need to reach storefront and the director and then one username and password to launch the application. Once we configure, then we can see the application result and the desktop result. So now we are going to create desktop prop. Okay, first we'll create for application. So it will ask you select the days, all the day you want to test the application launching. Yes, so it will start from now. So how frequent you want to test the application testing? So every 15 minutes once, up to 3 application in one machine. You can create multiple application props so that you can add multiple application, but in one prop we can add up to 3 application for 15 minutes. If it is 30 minutes, 5 application. If it is 1 hour, up to 8 application. So now I am going with 3 application under 15 minutes. So in our Citrix site only we have 2 applications, so I am selecting only 2. Before that, what you need to do, you need to install that prop agent in the one of the machine so that it will list out here. This is a machine where we are going to install the Citrix prop agent. So now the Citrix Probe Agent has been installed. So while before configuring that Citrix Probe Agent, we need to have this information like storefront URL and the director URL. Suppose if you want to test the application prop from gateway URL, you need to use the gateway URL. Now we are going to use only storefront URL. Just launch the Citrix Probe. So it will ask you to enter gateway URL or workspace URL, that is storefront. So we are going to use storefront URL. So application launch and username and password. Click next. So once it's done, it will ask you to enter the director URL where you are going to see the prop result. Sorry, citrixgsa.com. Okay, now enter the director URL, director admin. Sorry, here also I need to mention .com. validate. Okay, in the director we have only one site. If it is multiple cell, it will list out here. We need to select respective site. Now we have only one site configured in the director, so click next. So now probe agent has been configured. Now go to director. Okay, just select the machine. So we have installed the agent under server VDI machine. So select, save. App probe test. So every 15 minutes it will launch the application and test the access. So now time is 8:21. We'll see after 15 minutes whether the probe result is coming or not under trend tab. Here, wait for 15 minutes. Now we have one more machine to configure the desktop probe. So I have installed that probe agent in another machine. So just configure the probe. So paste the storefront URL. So we should not use the same user in all the machine. So use other user. So director URL. Validate. So select the site, click next. Now we have installed that agent in one of the machine and the configuration is done. Close it. Go to director. Create a desktop probe. Create probe. Keep the name desktop test. Select all the day. So every 15 minutes. You can see if you select 15 minutes only up to 3 desktop, 30 minutes means 5 desktop, 1 hour means 8 desktop. So select the desktop. We have 2 desktop. I am going to select only server desktop. So still it's not reflected here. Wait for some time. Okay, now we are going to configure desktop probe. So select the desktop. Select the machine where you want to test it. Server VDA. So this is end time. Up to what time you need to do the testing. So every 15 minutes only it will do testing, but up to 12 o'clock. It is 23:59, 11:59. Click save. So we have created application probe and desktop probe. We'll see the result after some time. So we have configured that probe agent before like half an hour back. So now we can check the result under trends tab, probe result. Just go to probe result. So under application probe result, we can see the notepad and command prompt application launch status. So it was successful. Suppose if there is any failure, you can see that. So you can filter out what exactly caused that issue to stop the probe successful. So you can check by one storefront reachability, but right now we can see all are successful, so we will not get any result here when you apply filter here. So last 24 hours whether there is any issue with the storefront reachability. So probe failure stage is storefront reachability. It will show nothing. So just check for storefront authentication. Nothing. Enumeration and ICA file download, then launch. So nothing is showing in the failure stage because the probe result is showing successful. Suppose if there is any issue on the probe successful, then it will show the failure. So we can filter out based on that application also. So now you can select only for notepad. So apply. So it will show. So last 24 hours, 2 times that Notepad application has been launched in the Probe Agent machine. It was successful. Also, you can check for command prompt. So 2 times launched command from server VDA endpoint. If we have that same configuration app prop in many machine, we can specify that agent name here. So our application configuration done on server VDA. Just apply. So you can see. So just remove the application. So it will show all the application. So Notepad command prompt. Okay, now go to desktop probe result. So we can see our endpoint name is server VDA. The desktop name is server desktop 2019. So it was successful. The same for here also. If any issue here, we can filter out exactly where the issue happened. Okay. So this is the way to configure the probe agent setting. So this is applicable for if there is any business critical application you want to monitor always whether there is any issue with the storefront reachability, enumeration and authentication, ICA file download then launching. So we can monitor and we can take proactive action on the critical application and desktop. Thank you.